Hi everyone, it's Jerry. I'm on chess.com and I'm going to give it a go playing against Beth Harmon's bots. Now that I've seen the series, I'm going to hop in the arena here, basically. I'll be playing 7 games against each of the bots here. Beth age 8, 9, and you can see the rating reflected as I click through. Age 10, 15, a big jump when she turns 17, 2400, age 20, 2500, and 22, 2700. Okay, I'm expecting the first 4 to go pretty smooth. The final 3, I think, will be a pretty tall task. But win, lose, or draw, I'm going to play 7 games. And if you're interested in trying this yourself, I have a link in the description to playing these bots if you'd like to try your luck. So first of all, we're going to stick with random color. Maybe black, maybe white. And time control 3-2 for these first 4 ages, I'm thinking. And anything else to note? I don't want any hints. I thought about maybe having the evaluation gauge on, but that provides some hints. We'll just stick with the bot chat, see what she has to say along the way. All right, let's hop to it. All right, Team White in this first one. Let's stick with something positional. Maybe d4 goes in that direction. The Queen's Gambit looks pretty good. Yeah, how about that? Playing the Queen's Gambit. Declined or not? Whoa. Things are heating up early. A lot of tension. I just want to hang on to my strong point on d4. Okay, this is not a good choice. This knight is not too happy now. Let's put my knights on good squares. And I'm happy to see that capture prior to my bishop moving. I get to recapture in one swing. So this is a sensitive point. Black is not developing. There's a big gap on g6. First square that lights up for me. Let's just castle. I have a lead in development, and the king is pretty bold. So I think I want to open things up. Let's open up this guy's eyes. My bishop can see the world. Knight on the rim. Not so great there. I'm also thinking about d5. A lot of good moves here. Let's just keep the pedal to the metal here. Developing. I could punch a hole in the g5 square, e5, the knight to g5 stuff. I actually like that idea. Also, I'm vacating the e4 square. Let's create more tension. Blast it open in the center. Okay, now here comes the pain train. We get a fork-a-roni. Okay, Beth. You know what Mr. Scheibel told you? I'm expecting after I capture this queen for Beth to resign if she's learned anything from Mr. Scheibel. Let's see what happens. Intense stare, that's not fair. She should be resigning. She lost her queen. Okay, the game continues. Let's just take here. I'm a fan of trades at this stage. Up material. Move towards the king with check. What to do? I'll take a step up. I want to get on this c3 square. Got a check. Another check. And they're in a pin. Oh, this should hurt. Discovered check. And where's the mate? Is it close? Are we there yet? Let's just remove this knight so I could get to that f6 square. Okay, how about we go for this, looking for knight to f6 or knight to g5. Okay, we should have mate in 2 here, and no stopping queen g7 mate next. Okay, so as I suspected early on, shouldn't be too much of a problem. I wasn't actually looking throughout. I'm not sure how much she was chatting my way. How did you beat me? Let's play again. I got the queen, and you weren't developed. That's how game 1 went. All right, let's go to the next bot. Since I'm going to stick with the same time control, I'll just click next bot. Yeah, let's do it. All right, so this is Beth, age 9. I have white again. I'm going to stick once more with the d4. All right, queen's gambit. Queen's pawn opening. All right. I still didn't catch it. What was said there? You have a queen's gambit declined. Uh-huh. And now the capture on c4. So similar to that last game, I like this early capture. If I could get this in one shot. Normally you hold off until the bishop has first moved before capturing on c4. So black is not a fan of castling, clearly. King to f8. I like my knights, I like my center, and I feel like I might be close to winning that bishop. Let's give that a try. e5, and the bishop has no squares. Okay. We can also look to blast open the position with d5 right now. Well, let's go here. I still have an eye on the d5 move. I'm not sure which of these two is best. I definitely want to stay trained on this long diagonal towards the king. And right about now seems appropriate to go ahead and open things up. So let's do it. All right. Let's take here. I don't want my knight to budge just yet. Not really too concerned about this pin. Let's just take. My knight should be ready to pounce. Ooh. This is getting kind of scary for Team Black. Threatening a pretty cool mate. Queen sacrificed and then rook here. Oh, I do get to pull that one off. Sweet. Queen to d8, and then rook to e8 for mate. I hate losing. Let's play again. Okay, I am sure you're going to get me soon. All right, 2 down, 5 more to go. Still stick with the 3-2. Let's see. If let me just go to new game again. I want to make sure I have it set where it's a random color. That's 2 whites in a row. Yeah, I am on the random color. Okay. 3 + 2. Let's go again. So this is Beth, age 10 now. Getting white again. Okay, I need a challenge. Can you provide that? We're going to find out. How about we try... Let's give e4 a go this time. Okay, d6. 2 pawns in the center. How bad can that be? All right. Let's go with f3. All right, that's very bizarre. What's this guy going to do now? Let's play with these 3 pawns. I like getting that c pawn out. b4 my queen knight if I can in queen pawn like positions. I'm going to support. I don't want to budge with this pawn just yet. d5 will almost always be a good move, but I think maintaining the tension is good. I want to be in a position to recapture with my knight, so that knight to c6 doesn't hit with tempo. Okay, this is kind of interesting. I have to make a commitment now with my pawn. If I take one of these two, eventually their knight is going to sink in there into d4. I'll get a knight into d5. If I want to stop the knight from getting into d4, I should play d5. Let's give this a try. It's kind of closed. I'm maybe not approaching this in the very best way, seeing how this wasn't such a purposeful move in the opening. In general, I should be looking to create pawn breaks and open up the possibilities for my pieces. Okay, so this is very Benko Gambit like. I'm going to decline it just so this file isn't opened up. Queen there. I don't want to fianchetto this bishop. I like keeping an eye on the c4 square. So let's go here. And I can also key in on that c4 square. So I'm going to go to the edge. It's just a temporary pit stop. This is where he really wants to be. This is the weakest square in Black's camp, so I feel it makes some sense to keep some pressure there. I have space. Maybe not such a fan of welcoming exchanges. Black may be looking for this move, or this move, bishop to a6. I'm kind of drawn to this knight a5 move. Into the c6 square. That's a soft point. But no, let's just develop. If this move is played, I could look to key in on that b5 square. I could direct 3 minor pieces on b5 if a5 is played. That'd be a really big gap. Not sure which of these two is best. I guess here. Flip a coin on that one. I'm under a minute. There, now you're really tempting me, aren't you? Let's just go one step. You're not even threatening the b pawn. Let's play queen c2. All right, we're gonna duck this exchange. Or are we? Yeah, let's dive in here soon. Now there's some tricks. Let's go here. How do I approach this? Do I try and get in b5? Let's try for a b5 break. I'm down 25 seconds. Let's go, man. All right, now you're asking for trouble. Now let's take here. Can't be too excited about that pin. Am I not just winning some material now? We attack pin pieces if we can. Okay, now the pain train is nearby. That's a free knight. And we're going to take here first, run the queen. No, take here first, run the queen that way as well. All right, so what's the material count? Oof. Not even taking that guy next. Let's go here, open file, 10 seconds. Let's go. Let's get some material here. Can we trade down? Can I pre-move? Okay, I'm getting everything now. Giving everything away. We have the increment. Let's take a pawn. Why did I just pause right there? Oh, okay. Let's be a trading machine. No stalemates. We could pre-move. All right, let's cut the king off. We got time gainers. We got a lot of good stuff going for us. Let's lock everything down. King is frozen. Or, I should say, the only thing you can do now is move the king. No stalemates. All right, no stalemates. We should be able to just mate with the bishop soon. Here, here, and rook here no matter what. Okay, 3 down, 4 to go. Okay, this is my first loss since Mr. Scheibel taught me how to play. Show me how you beat me. Okay. Let's try the next one here. So this is going to be, that was just Beth age 10. I was getting a little nervous actually during that, on that queen side. My time kind of went away in a blink. Okay. Wait, didn't I just play Beth 10? Let's try this again. Hang on. Oh, I hit rematch. I meant new game. This one. Beth 15, 1880. Beth has been studying chess despite being unable to play for years. Yes. So this might be a scary one. Okay, we're still going to stick with 3-2. All right, let's go. I have black this time. All right, what do we do? What's a good opening? I'm going to stick with something that may tend towards a closed position. So French defense it is. Let's see. Once more, missing what kind of chat is coming up. It's too fast. All right, we'll go with the Winoir. And I like playing this queen d7 move. One of the ideas is to meet queen g4 with f5. My queen is there to defend against g7. This is definitely not, it's probably one of these don't try this at home moves. Yeah, I like going for this little setup. I have what I want early, this blocked center. So I'm satisfied. And now I could identify good, bad bishops, so let's get rid of my bad guy. 4 white's good guy. And maybe now I start to think about initiating this exchange and then fixing this pawn on a dark square. I'm just wondering what kind of commitment I want to make with my h7 pawn. So take here and maybe just h6 at some point. Maybe I'm going too far thinking about fixing this pawn on h5, looking at these good bad bishop components of the game. I think it's more important to keep g5 under control. I'll go with the court grip setup. All right, I'm going to initiate this exchange. I know I help white develop, but at the same time, I don't want my knight to be on the edge. His home is really going to be the c6 square. And where's the home for this guy? With this pawn around, it's always a little tricky. Can't go to f6. So what about knight e7 into f5? I'm kind of underdeveloped, and I'm welcoming some exchanges right here, right now, but I think it should be all right. All right, let's play here. Okay. A fork may be nearby. I'm going to take with the pawn. I like having this duo. I'm threatening d4. All right, that move was addressed. That threat was addressed. So now there's no pressure on c5. So I could play here safely. Okay, knight on d6 can hurt. So we definitely want to watch out for that one. All right, let's go here. Hitting a lot of stuff. Watching over that. I could win this pawn. And I probably should. Yeah, I'm going to take with this guy. Because this one is stable. Cannot be scared away, whereas this one could. If I go here, this guy gets a boot. So also when I take in this way, I'm in this key area of the board with both of my knights. I don't like this guy in my house. Should I give him a boot? I was thinking with the pawn initially, but why not get to... Oh, here's a reason maybe not to do that. All right, scram. Ooh. Okay. This diagonal is opened up. Let's just complete development. How about that? I have what I want. A pawn. My knight is unprotected, but there's no good move to take advantage of that. 30 seconds, living off of the increment as usual. That's a really nice square for my knight, a nice hole. And now I'm thinking much more about this move. Actually this one. I don't want to see this advance. Okay. Tell you what, let's just fix another pawn there. I'm opposite that rook, but... All right, I'm going to go pawn hunting. Feels a little greedy. I'm a chicken. I'm fearing an accident here. Okay, there is going to be some capture there. Can we just trade, Beth? Okay. I like being able to get the queens off. Secure my pawns. Attack that knight. It's going fast. 9 seconds. Cover my base points. I should have some kind of mating net at some stage. Let's go here. I don't want to lose that pawn. Okay, might be checked soon. All right. Well, let's go here. Got to go into a pin. That can't be too good. I don't care about this. I get that check. Oh, I only have 4 seconds. Let's go, man. I have to pick up the pace. Five seconds. All right. I could have just gotten to the... I got some pigs over here. Let's take here. Oh, that's check. They can't... They take the bishop. They get mated. They get mated. Go here. All right, tell you what. This is not the most efficient way to win, but it will still do the trick. Okay. Probably missed some mates there, yeah? I think so. Try and keep it simple, is all. Make sure I don't get mated. A rook over here is close to mate. I want to be able to get here. Okay. Give a push. Give a check. And we're almost there. All right. Here, here, here. There we go. All right. The next three are going to be the real test. So, oh, I can't believe I allowed this. Maybe I can, yeah, it's talking too fast. This check doesn't scare me. All right, we got all the pre-moves in for mate. Any second now. There we go. Okay, final three. Let me go to new game. So I'm not sure how much of an effect this is going to have. But okay, we're going to try 5 + 5 for these final three. Win, lose, or draw. So even if I lose here, I'm still going to see what kind of stuff is thrown at me for the other ones. Okay, so choose. And the only difference is we'll try a 5-5 for these last ones. So 2400, bet 17. Okay. I got the black pieces. Okay, e4. Well, I tried the French. I feel like I want to try the French again. Yeah. Beth is very tactical. So, still theory. Okay, so we're going to have an exchange French in this 5 + 5. Okay, now that's awkward. I kind of like seeing that. Okay. Well, I'm not sure which square to go to with my bishop just yet. But I'm pretty sure I know where this guy belongs. So I'm going to go with the less committal move first. So I'd much rather capture on this square only after the bishop has moved. Let me play c6. That way, if here, I get back off. Let's castle. Okay, so this seems a little off. Let's stay in this nice diagonal. My bishops, I like how they're positioned. And I think now, right about now, so again, with this idea of good, bad bishops, let's put this guy to work, my bad guy. The pins, maybe offer a light square bishop exchange. Things should flow pretty natural. I mean, I guess white eventually is going to go for this. This seems sensible. It's an open file, the only one around. Also, f8 is vacated for a knight jump. Let's keep the pin. Okay. If I take the rook, the bishop has to recapture. Otherwise, I get to wreck white's pawn structure. So I think that this is a small success, that the bishop has to go here and underdevelop. All right, well, I don't think I'm ever able to influence this pawn with the pawn, and I don't like that it's currently dominating my knight. So I think right about now we go for a little knight reposition. This square seems pretty juicy, f4. You'll notice my attention primarily here is focused on the king side. I don't see too much happening, at least just yet. Eventually, this can be a sore spot. Once b5 is in, this can be a target, queen a4 stuff. I may have to babysit this point. The knight can also contribute to pressure on c6. Okay. How do I move forward? Queen to d7. My bishop's defended, so there's no fancy knight jumps. I still like this idea of keeping the pin, so let's step up and put the other rook on the only open file. Here we are. Yeah, okay, so things are actually, I feel like they're going pretty well for me. But I'm still having flashbacks of, my games against computer for Impossible. So, okay. Here there might be some G4. I could probably sacrifice and be good, but I'd like to keep it squeaky clean if I can. I feel positionally I'm just better. I could consider this kind of stuff, threatening to take the knight and then get at that h2 square. That might not be a bad idea. Is if I go here, then my rook doesn't see the world, and I'm not so sure I want to put a blindfold over my rook so early. Well, let me try this. Okay, yeah, so I got this commitment. Very, very committal move, very weakening. And I could take, normally I would, really? What's the story here? Well, I have to take that knight. All right. Oh, well, I mean, I'm just winning a pawn, right? I was thinking they have some kind of stuff like this. My bishop is crunched, but here I'm on the... You can't play f4, I'd take the bishop. I could also consider capturing here first. Why? Let's just take the pawn. Not afraid of that. Should I be? Just back off, defend my knight. Okay, let's hang on for a second. I may have to just have some damage pawns. I was thinking this, but then this is sort of irritating. Take, my rook is hit. And then there's a pawn here dominating my knight on f8. I think I want to keep my queen's eyes open directly to the f5 square. So with that said, I think I simply fall all the way back home. One of these two. Let's pick one. Oh, all right. Well, now I should definitely just be better. Okay. All right. Let me initiate this exchange. Okay, can we get the queens off? I want to get rid of that bishop. What a bug. Staring right down at my king side. How can we keep it clean? Could just move the knight on this square. Nah, let's jump in. All right, very, very committal. Bishop's covering that square. All right, let's go here. I'm on h3. e6 is a good... Oh, okay, so this has to be very, very good. Now, there he goes. There he will stay. That knight is a beast. All right. Never easy, man. Never easy. Let's go with f5. Oh, I shouldn't have gone with f5. I'm forgetting I give up this square. Okay, let's go here. Oh, that's not a good idea. Regretting my decision. Yeah, that was bad. Oh, that was really bad. How do I get rid of their bishop? That was really, really bad. Bishop e6, and yeah, let's go over here. Yeah. I don't know. Okay. Yeah, I was thinking here and then here, but I'd get crushed on g7. All right, so maybe I should defend g7 so I could finally move my knight. I want this knight like on e6 or h4. Okay, queen exchange. I could take. I'm going to take. If you take with the pawn, then I get f4. I only have a minute. So I want to put my knight on f4, light square control. Okay. Let's go here. Okay, the knights are going to be exchanged, aren't they? Let's just get rid of them. Okay. Next phase, here, here, and then improve my king. What's the rook going to do in the meantime? Maybe here, here, here. This pawn is passed. Sort of concerned about this f5 move. Can my knight do better? This bishop, what a bug. Let's start with this. This rook could get active over here. Yeah. I wasn't really doing much about that. Huh? Well, I mean, I have pressure on this pawn if that kind of break is tried. Okay. Prove my king. Proving their king. Could I undermine now? What about this move? It's not easy. That bishop is such a pain. What if I push? Let's try this. Get rid of that pawn. I want the rooks off. Yes! Got what I wanted. You take me, though. I want my king to have a good position. Okay, I feel like I know exactly how to win this one. See if that's true. Yeah, okay. So now we get to have some fun. The king is demoted. No, right here. And now we just scoop up this pawn. Okay. Here. Oh, okay. So you're going to even give me that. Don't even want that. I don't care about that. I'm going after this guy. Because if I get him, I'm still no closer to having a passed pawn. I still need more work to hunt one of these. Cleanest is to just go after this pawn. I don't want to take here because then the king has some play, maybe. All right. I think we're getting this one, yeah? I think we are. We start pushing. Paying no attention to what's being said over there. All right, so gonna get this one. We're gonna see how the final two go. Run pawn. No stalemates yet because this guy is still around. Still no stalemates. Maybe we have a fun mate with the knight. We're gonna get that. Yes, only one legal move. Now we got the mate. All right. 5 for 5. These last two, though. Let's see how it goes. New game. Beth 17. And now on to... Oh. Beth 20 coming up. Okay, 2500 beast. Let's do it. 5-5. Here we go. Final two games. All right, I got the white pieces. You're looking for a challenge. Can you provide that for me? We're going to try with d4. Okay. The Queen's Gambit. All right, let's go with the Queen's Gambit. Appropriate. The Queen's Gambit declined. It is. Maybe we go for the exchange variation. Yeah, let's go for the exchange right away. Okay, I'm going to go with the Queen Knight first. Keep open the option for maybe Knight F3, Knight E2. In most cases, I end up just going to F3. One of the key differences between the two different knight posts, when the knight's on E2, you keep open the option for essential expansion. Okay. Let's see here. I'm going to go for this line, where this knight now has to block the c-pawn in order to defend the bishop. Let's play E3. There we go. If H6, I think I could just take the knight. It's no, not playing that. All right, let's stick with Knight F3. I'm not really too concerned about this central expansion idea. I'm satisfied right now about, just this small detail, the c-pawn being obstructed right now. So my D4 pawn, in other words, won't feel any heat early. So I'm not too concerned about the my center breaking down quickly. To take or to maintain the pin is the question. If here there's G5, here, it starts to get maybe just a little too sharp for my tastes, and probably just a better idea in general playing against the bots. And A3, I believe, will give me that dark square bishop right back, as otherwise I get this D5 pawn maintaining the pin. It could be broken, and then I get this guy. And then the bishop at the end of the day anyhow. Okay. Recapture. And now, bishop E2. Bishop to B5. I guess bishop to B5 could be a move, but I'm just going to play solid. Security for my knight. Let's castle. In case there's some pressure one way or the other. That is very, very committal. All right, so my queen, I think I'm going to say mission accomplished. I want to be in a spot to meet knight A5 with knight to D2. Okay, we might repeat a little bit. Let's see. Bishop D3, if bishop G4, I basically have to go back. Okay, so no, that's not the case. We are going to get this light square bishop exchange in. However, should I... I'm kind of drawn to... I could get the queens off. Takes, queen B1, hitting these two. Well, I guess you could play there, but I'm thinking that it's close to being an end game without the queens, which I would definitely be a fan of. This knight is kind of that knight on A5. Let me see if I could. Let me try this A4 move. I'd like to get my pawn here, which would stop knight A5. Okay, I think this is a good move to get in. I'm gonna give it a try. And now I can maybe even think about this at some stage. Is now that time? Okay. I'm going to go for this now and follow up with the queen B1 move. And I have to be prepared to take with this rook. This pawn needs some defense. So, endgame it is. Now this knight needs to do something. Where does the knight want to be? Probably here. My king needs to play as well. It's time for the knight to reposition, though. That's just how it is. Okay, knight. Let's go. Knight on D3. Yes, this was a maneuver. I thought you could do that. I need to be careful. This knight is ready to make my C3 pawn look very, very sad. So I want to maybe try and eliminate my C pawn before it's too late. So let's go. Shooting for c4, maybe c5. Okay, so now I get this in before it's too late. Okay. All right, so now we get the knight here. I like my position. I feel like things are smooth here. Let's kind of keep up the speed. I would not mind getting rid of that knight. Okay, I may want to try and clamp down on the f5 move. This is positionally desirable. King up here, some nice improvements. And maybe right now I go with this knight jump. Let's get rid of that tricky knight. Is there going to be some quick pressure against this pawn? There may be. Still. I want to get rid of that knight if I can. Let's see, rook e4. Yeah, h3. May have to take like this if this moves. Oh no, I have pressure here. Okay, so this should be excellent for me. Definitely in the driver's seat. How to convert this endgame, though, is the question. We're going to find out. This pawn, I feel like in a way I'm up a pawn. If I could enter an endgame, king and pawn specific endgame, I feel like I would be winning. So that's something I can look forward to. This h4 move, h4 and take, and then something on the h file, or maybe get this pawn up here and then bring my king over. I'm not sure. Clearly, I think I want one rook off. Can't move this pawn because of e3. My time continues to tick away. Let's try with this h4. Ooh, okay. Let's chop here. This pawn is going to be a target now. And I'm going to initiate this capture because I want to get to the open file. I want to resolve that tension just like that. So I have a more active rook. Let's go here. What? I get this pawn? I'm winning? Just won a pawn. Oh, I could have considered that. Just getting the rooks off. And it'd be a one king and pawn ending. They should still be winning. Let's get to the open file. Right, let's go with the pawns. Play f3 if rook there, because I don't want to abandon control of h3, h1. Maybe I could. I want my rook here. Let's go here actually. Just have these pawns under control. Improve my king a little bit. What about f4? No, let's just go here. We're going to demote the king soon. Oh, I gave the file. Why'd I give the file so easily? That was really, really silly. That was really, really silly. Totally unnecessary. Totally unnecessary. Okay. Let's give this check. Prove the king. Get to take with check. Okay, do we play here? I think we could just go in for this. All right. Take with check. Get this pawn with check. Huh. Oh, okay, this is a key move. King here, and then I get f3, and this pawn could wait to be captured. So if I take here, there's a check, king here, and then king here, and g4 is going to fall. So I feel like this first is best. 44 seconds. Okay, now we take this pawn. I'm actually tempted to go after this one too. No, let's just get rid of this guy. There we go. Okay. All right. Oh, you're trying that again. Huh. Sneaky, sneaky, sneaky. Play here? All right. All right, here. All right, this is where I want to be with my king. All right, so now we play here and do this kind of thing soon. Okay, my king, I feel comfortable with my king. Now we can push here. Sneaky, sneaky, sneaky. Okay. So sneaky. So sneaky. All right, I think I go after this pawn now. Here. If I did it while the pawn was on a5, there's a capture and it's defended. All right, now we flush the king back. Okay, now we know what we're doing. Let's just play here. Doesn't really matter which way, but I'm expecting the king to move in the direction my pawns are, so I don't want there to eventually be a tempo against my rook. Now we move these guys. Okay, we're gonna get this one. I missed an opportunity to get that king and pawn ending. Okay, here. Pawn on f4, pawn here. My king is defending everything. Inch him up little by little. Okay. Gonna get this, and it's gonna come down to the final game. Try to go 7 for 7. All right, we'll just cut. Here, here. And mate soon enough. Okay. A new queen for you, how nice. I get to read some stuff. Look at more time than she started with. You gotta use more time, Beth. Okay. Final one. Who? Oh, look at that. I've only lost like that once to GM Borgov in Paris. Ah, I remember that. Okay. Very nice. I'm feeling good. Okay, final one. Tall task. 2700 monster. New game against Beth 22. Beth has been dreaming of playing for the World Championship for 2 years and aspires to be the youngest world chess champion ever. Do you dare to stand in her way? Okay, I do. Final game, 5-5. It is. Let's see what color we get. Yes, white. Okay, hello there. Let's create a masterpiece together. Okay, final game. Let's stick with d4. Queen's Gambit or not? What do I want to play here? Let's stick with it. Don't capture. No Queen's Gambit accepted. Okay. I'm tempted to once more play this exchange variation. Let's go with the exchange variation. All right, so knight c3 is still following in the last game's footsteps. Let's go bishop g5. Let's see where it deviates. Bishop b4 again. Okay, we're going to go down this line again. Alrighty then. a3. Did I play a3 straight away like that in the last game? Okay. Not sure. Okay. Take the knight or not? Let me just double check here, here, here. See, the problem is this is hit, I defend, and then there's that h5 move, which is super duper irritating. No thanks. All right. We have the same position as the last one. Okay. Alrighty then. Yeah, okay, bishop e2. I'm thinking of maybe squeezing a little bit more out of this. Like, maybe I could save a move, in other words, from the last game. Because I played this here, and then my bishop took a second step, so can I improve on that? Probably not. Let's just go with the solid bishop e2. Okay, so this is this already different? Yeah, I think this is different from the last one now. Okay, let's get castled. I'm gonna play with b5 and give me the c5 square for my knight. Okay. Not too concerned about that move. This is what I'm concerned about eventually, a c5 break. Knight. I'm thinking in this game the knight's gonna the knight's gonna end up getting to a5. Okay, I think I still just, I mean, I gotta go somewhere else for my queen. Also, I don't know if I pointed this out in the last game. I know in seeking this exchange, I'm getting rid of my, I have the better bishop, but at the same time, this is a super active bad bishop. Okay, so that is now a hole. Also, I'm thinking about a5 right about now. A5, b5 takes. Start to intersect on these squares, which is a little concerning. Just a little concerning. See, if I'm not careful, this knight is going to be super glued in there, and if I take him, then there's this, and then there's pivots here, and this is going to be a target. I feel like I have to try and undermine b5, so let's do it. Oh, that I did not expect. Why am I not just winning a pawn? Can I not take on b5 twice? All right, I'm somewhat confused. Let's take that pawn. There's no fancy knight moves. Knight moves, I take the rook. My bishop is unprotected. All right, so I'm up a pawn. All right, trade. Get rid of the light squared bishop. Don't overthink it. I'm up a pawn. I should be better. This isn't the healthiest pawn around. Okay, I could get a rook off, too. I want to get this knight off. My extra pawn is my e-pawn right now. Any crazy knight forks nearby. No reason to give up control of the A file, I don't think. It's knight to d2. Knight to d2. Maybe there is a reason. Let's see. If I go here, rook takes, and then rook here. And if I take here, I'm going to get mated. I think f2 could be a sensitive point. So I'm going to initiate this exchange first, and then play knight to d2. So I don't have to worry about the potential pressure against f2. And now this is just like in that last game. This is a weak pawn. I should look to get rid of him right now. Okay, we're getting there. We're getting there. Probably take. Let's just take. And I like this move, actually. Can we get the rooks off? Still have to be careful about this f2 square. This knight is such a bug. Is it a bug? All right, let's start here. Pressure there. No entry points. I could consider this. The knight can't move so easily. Can I get the rooks off? Queen b2, rook a1. Let's try it. All right. Wow. Okay. How to get the queens off? Flight square first. Go with this. Get my flight square in. I should key in on this square maybe. Okay. What about knight in here? improve my knight? Okay, let's give a check. Queens are off. Okay. Things are looking good. I'll go with the queens off. So can I win this knight ending? So I think once more, this move is maybe desirable. How do I want to arrange my pawns? Maybe h4. Maybe h4 gives me access to this square potentially if I take here, knight on e5. And if here, I could focus on the f4 square where I'll strike at h5 and d5 and should win a pawn. Although here, there might be g6. So maybe I go here first, but then this clamps down on these. How do I want to do this? g5 is also very appealing. I'm going to give this a go. Let's see if this pawn... No, they're not going for that. All right, potential outside pass pawn for black. To be careful about that. Let's improve. Seal off the king. Improve the king, 50 seconds. I want the knights off. Can I get the knights off? Okay, I could get this move in and get rid of that rook pawn. I think this is desirable. Forcing the exchange. If I take with the pawn, that gives the knight this square. So I think I still want to keep this trio around and keep these guys split. Let's take like this. Can we just get the knights off? Might have to go for some time gainers. Can we get some time gainers in there? I don't want to trade too much. It's not going to be easy. I'm not sure how to approach this. That knight. What a tough guy. Okay, this isn't repetition, is it? Let's put the knight here. Not sure what this is doing exactly, but okay. Here. Okay, I can't play that just yet. I drop my knight. Let's get a time gainer in there. Get an extra 2 seconds. I know I'm not making much progress with that. Okay, what about this and then maybe here? Maybe. All right, I think I have to go with this. I like that I have this pawn under control. Okay. And now what about here? Am I making progress? Oh, now I could force this. I could put some pressure here. I think I'm making good decisions with my knight at the end of the day. Keep this duo. And now here? See, I have to calculate here. I have to calculate. What about this first? Now we look at this check and the king can't go here. It's not easy. Oh, ready to lose on time. Okay. I don't know if that was right. Was I too fast? Are we going to have repetition? It's going to be repetition. My king is... I didn't approach this in the right way. Okay, if the king goes here, I have that. Can I force that pawn to move? Wait, here? When the pawn moves, then here? Here? And then here. My knight's controlling that promotion square. Oh, they're ready to sacrifice on this square. Ah. I don't think there's much I could do about it. Ah, man. All right, it's going to be a draw. Final one. Very, very close. Oh, it was really close. Really, really close. It is rare that I don't win. Let's play again. I'm going to stop there. It's been long enough. Okay. All right. Yeah, it's been some time since I played against computers like this on the site, so it was fun. Yeah, 7 games in there. Yeah, I'm going to stop. I hope you enjoyed it if you're still with me here for what is a little over an hour now. And I'm recording this on Thanksgiving Day, so happy Thanksgiving to those of you who may be watching right now. And yeah, feel free, as usual, leave any feedback to this video in the comment section below. Hope you enjoyed it and maybe took a thing or two away from it. That's all for now. Take care.